morning. It's just coming up to 5 to 7 on Wednesday morning. My corona symptoms are coming back. They were coming back when I was cooking at the stove last night, and I was just cooking dinner for IB, and I started to feel not very well again, and I thought, hang on a minute, oh, this is probably just temporary, perhaps I'm just hungry or whatever. Went out on the walk with him afterwards, still didn't feel too great, came back on with quite a cough again, and by the evening when we were watching TV together, I really didn't feel very well, and I've woken up at 6:20, can't get back to sleep, so I just feel so uncomfortable. When it first came back on, I was saying to IB, it's just in my extremities, it's just like a cold, it's like a business as usual but a bit uncomfortable sort of cold. Now though, oh, it's going back internal again. Yeah, starting to feel quite bothered by it. I'm hoping I'll get some sleep today at some point to try and make up for the lack of sleep because of waking up so early. Oh, how annoying, but never mind, I had 2 really productive days, so I've got some stuff done, so even if I have to go back on night duties a bit today, I got stuff done, so that's a win. It's frustrating though, I've got plans. I get to put a charity bag out though. There's a doorstep collection this morning, so that's good. I've sorted through those, they can go. I haven't sorted through those, mind you, those 2 things on the top could go in it. That other bag down there is lots of bits and bobs from my daughter's room that she wants to get rid of to charity, and I said I want to go through it, make sure there's nothing important in there. That's that bag out, hopefully they collect it this time. They didn't last time, it was sat on the doorstep all day, and I ended up bringing it back in last night. I thought it was bin night, and it wasn't. I got confused about what day of the week it was. Oh well. So all my bags have gone out early. I'm home alone all day today. My boyfriend dropped my daughter at college very early this morning because even though she's broken up, she's got a college trip and she's not back till the early hours again. So poor old IB, thank you IB, is on taxi duty. Well, I had a bit of a shock about the college trips, you know, as a non-driver and her having quite a bit of a commute to go to college. I just never anticipated all the 3 o'clock in the morning get-ins and the having to be there at like 6, you know, before public transport really gets going from our end to get her there in time. So, oh man, it's been a bit of a nightmare from that respect. Anyway, I'm gonna get my coffee pot on and I'm just gonna make a start on my day, but I'm gonna go slow, I think, and see how I feel. Oh, this is an interesting development. I just had a text message saying, tracing alert, you've been in contact with a person confirmed to have the latest variant. Please order a free test kit via blah-de-blah. It looks bona fide. I'm always suspicious when I get text messages asking me to click on links. I wonder how they know it's the latest variant. And that test kit, I wonder if that's supposed to be a PCR or not. Nobody knows what variant I've got. I just presume it's one of the most recent ones. There's 2, isn't there, circulating now? Is it BA4 and BA5, something like that? That's a very immune-escapey. Well, I've clicked on it out of curiosity, and it is a PCR test kit. This is what it says. The UK has decided to deploy test kits in response to the risks of the Omicron variant. COVID-19 cases have soared by their highest number since the start of the pandemic as the Omicron variant continues to spread rapidly. Due to cases rising among fully vaccinated patients, research has shown that it is still possible to catch and spread COVID-19 even if you're fully vaccinated. And it says PCR tests are mandatory and failure to register could lead to movement restrictions and compulsory isolation. And you got to pay 99p for postage of the kit. This is future editing me. Look, I googled, I suspected it. NHS test and trace contact tracers will never ask you to make any form of payment or purchase a product of any kind. Ask for any details about your bank account. Apparently you could forward suspicious text to Action Fraud's text number for free. I've just done that actually. This is Hertfordshire Police. This is this website apparently. I think I shall save that number to my phone. Might come in handy again. It's a very dingy looking day today, as you can see, and slightly drizzly. As I opened my back door, there was a flurry of wings. And something interesting going on down here. They've been pulling the grass up, look, that was growing through the cracks, presumably planted there by the birdseed. I can see a guy getting a lift over there in a van, and he's actually come out of his house with his bowl of cereal, with a spoon in it, and a mug. I don't think it's even a sippy cup, I think it's just like a china mug, you know. Oh yeah, he's gone in the van now. I've got a great view from my window. I can see lots going on. Lots of activity of the humankind. In our sort of area in South Wales Valleys, people are renowned for going out in their pyjamas and dressing gowns and slippers, even to the supermarkets. I haven't seen it as much lately, but I still do see it from time to time. I know 10 years ago it was a lot more prevalent. Yeah, there was somebody complained about it somewhere. I think it might have been Bridgend or somewhere. Might not have been Bridgend. But there was a complaint about people keeping on going to the supermarkets in their pyjamas, slippers and dressing gowns. But people feel so at home in their neighbourhood and everybody knows everybody in the valleys. Yeah, I think it's quite nice that people feel so at home. And you see people getting out of cars in their pyjamas, slippers and dressing gowns and going into houses. And then coming back out of them later, hours later, and going back in the cars again and driving off still in the same outfit. I thought I'd mention it as people watching from other parts of the world. Do people do that where you live? I'm going to sit in my bed and do my Duolingo now and sip my coffee for the start of the day. Feels like a bonus hour because I'm up so early. I just couldn't stay asleep, that's all it was. Ugh, so uncomfortable. Anyway, I'm feeling quite a bit better now. I'm perking up. Hopefully this is a good sign. And we'll continue to go in an upwards trajectory. He has 3 books. Él tiene 3 libros. Yeah. 20 minutes later, I'm feeling ill. Oh man, but I can edit. I can definitely get my vlog finished. I filmed yesterday. It's not stressful and it doesn't take any physical exertion. It's one of the things, and you know, if I start to get a wave of horribleness again, I just stop for 10 minutes, shut my eyes and then carry on from where I left off. It's the ideal ill person thing to do, in my opinion. It's about 9:10 in the morning. I've finished my vlog edit, done my thumbnail and finished my coffee. And I'm running a bath. I'm feeling yucky. I feel like I can't get my act together at all. Oh dear me, I'm on go slow. So I'm hoping a bath and hair wash and getting dressed and sorting myself out will perk me up again. It's 10:40 and I am honestly struggling today with this resurgence of the dreaded COVID. I'm sat here, I've got my diary in front of me, I've got my huge list of to-dos and I'm looking at them and I'm thinking I don't need to do all of these today. There's only a couple I would really like to do today, so if I can just get those couple of things done, then that's good, I'll be happy. And I've got my vlog up as well, so I'm happy with that. So won't be a complete day wasted, but let's just see how it goes. I mean, I feel like I could just lie down and go to sleep right now. And I feel ropey. I've had breakfast. I thought that was perking me up, but it soon wore off. I was perked up for about 30 seconds. Have a bath, obviously, hair wash, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm not feeling good. Oh, it was to be expected, really. So many people have said to me that they feel better and then they overdo it and then they set themselves back. I don't know if I set myself back by overdoing it or it was just going to happen anyway. I don't know. I mean, I was so hyperactive the last few days because I'm like that. If I've been ill for ages and then I'm not ill, I go a bit berserk and crazy. I think I might have done, but oh well. I still haven't played my flute. And I've got it on my list to start practicing that today because I've got a gig Saturday and I definitely need some practice. I really don't feel up to it today. It's quite strenuous playing the flute. Yeah, we'll see how we go for a bit. Good grief, I see a blue sky out there. I'm getting the washing on the line quick. I thought I was going to be having to dry bedding in the house today, which is always a bit big and awkward since I no longer have any banisters. Well, I've hung some of my bigger items out and the sky's going all dark and grey again now. It's nice and breezy though. Oh, it's flipping raining. I can't believe it. I'm going to have to get it straight back in again. Oh, that's so annoying. Well, that was a big waste of time, wasn't it? Dear. Take 2. And this is looking very elegant on the door. I obviously need tea to take up with me to my little bedroom office. I'm going to go and do some band admin to do with 2 different gigs and like a bulletin-y thingy. I just want to send my band a little bulletin of what gigs we've got in and any changes or updates, that kind of thing. I've got a few little things to communicate, so I shall do that all in one email. Flipping sun's coming out now. Don't believe it. I shall need to get my 2 monitors on the go for this because I'll be cross-referencing spreadsheet and email, that sort of thing. It's 12:30 now. I've been doing lots of digital cleaning up basically and storing stuff on that back up, and I've got another one as well over there which is massive, so I kind of have 2 backups of all my finished vlogs basically, and then I have a lot of raw footage to delete, as you might imagine. And I've been making some progress with my gig admin, gradually working my way through it slowly and calmly. I don't feel too bad now. I'm not perfect, but I'm better than I was. It's 1:35 and I'm stopping for a lunch break and I'm gonna have to eat that last frozen ready meal because it's been out of the freezer since it arrived. I must admit I'm a bit ready mealed out, but anyway, this is the last one apart from the mac and cheese and that'll keep for ages, so don't need to eat that one in a hurry. Don't know how long to give it because the instructions are from Frozen, aren't they? I'm gonna guess 5.5 minutes and see how it is. I'm getting on quite well with my list of to-dos. It's all band stuff to do with quite a lot of different gigs, liaising with people by email, updating my spreadsheet with details that have come in from various emails, producing booking forms which are useful for me and the band members because it's got all the information in a sort of clear layout, and putting them in my ring binder, updating the ones that needed updating and replacing them with the newer, fresher versions, that sort of thing. And I've been doing a lot of digital decluttering on my MacBook because it was getting clogged up, and it's half full now. Believe me, that's really good because I accumulate a lot of video footage which takes up a lot of space. I should have, in theory, an electrician coming at 4:30 today. Now I've had a horrible thought, which is I can't turn the electricity off in the house while I've got Izzy's injections in the fridge. I don't know how long it could go off for. I might need to ring them and ask. But I think lighting circuits are individual, so I'm presuming he can just turn the circuit off for the lights upstairs and work with that. I'll ask him when he comes anyway. I doubt he'll do anything today. I think he'll probably just have a look and decide what to do and then come back and do it later when he's got parts and things. I keep wondering about that text message I had asking me to order a free test kit. I'm only suspicious about it because it's going to ask you to put your details in and then presumably your bank details, so I haven't done it. I was wondering if there was a number to ring, but there isn't. The link's saying not found now. It wasn't earlier. It was going to a very NHS-y looking thing. I'm wondering whether to ring up, the helpline, the normal one, and ask them if there's a scam going round of giving it an extra minute to be on the safe side. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a brick, because cheese can do that if you over microwave it. Well, it doesn't look like I've turned it into a brick. I'm tempted to just eat it out of there on a plate because I think by the time I've served it up, it's going to go everywhere. It's 3 o'clock. I've been doing yet more admin, and now I'm going to go to town and I'm going to see if I can find somebody to service this sewing machine. And also I'm going to pop into the letting agency that rents out next door, because I haven't heard anything back from the landlord, and sometimes I think seeing a face, personal contact might make people a little bit more motivated to chase him up on my behalf. You never know. I'm still feeling wretched, by the way. Oh, the stomach ache is horrible and my glands are all horrible, but I'm coping. I'm plodding along at a slow pace today, but I am ticking a lot of things off my list, contacting loads of people I've been meaning to contact about various things, so it's going well, just not as fast as I would have liked, really. That charity bag didn't get collected, so I'm just going to take this down to a charity shop myself by hand. Just remembered I need to get a birthday card. Not from this section, though. I'm back, it's about 3:30 now. I managed to pick up a birthday card for a friend, which I needed to do, so good, that's done. I got the phone number of somebody who can repair sewing machines or service them, so I think a good step is to get a sewing machine serviced for Izzy. And I didn't go into the letting agency because I decided I needed to have a chat with my dad about it first and see what he thinks is acceptable to ask of this bloke, because I don't know if I've got any kind of right to just say, oh, it needs repairing, let's go halves, because he might not be expecting it. How would I feel if somebody just did that to me? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to see what Dad thinks, because he's very knowledgeable about this sort of stuff. The electricians are here, they're early. 45 minutes early. They gave me a shock when they knocked on the door. I don't know why. I was deep engrossed in a conversation with my dad on the phone. Yeah, Dad thinks, yeah, the next door's landlord should go halves with me and should be fine about it. But he said, well, if he isn't, well, it's not urgent. Don't panic. So, yeah. Carry on with that plan, try and get him involved, see if he can recommend somebody to do it as well. Wow, look at this. Ta-da! It's fixed. It took him about 2 minutes, I'm not even joking. Something to do with the weight of this thing pulling down on the thing up there and causing it to, he said, be too tight. I didn't quite understand it, but I think that more of the story is take that off and put something lighter on, or just don't have anything. Yeah, he said it happens a lot with heavy things on the light pulley thingy. Anyway, sorted. Didn't cost too much money either. I'm gonna ring my dad back now, because poor old Dad. I was on the phone to him and I was like, my electrician's here. I better bring you back. I'm on a roll again. It's just coming up to 5 PM. I've organised for a sewing machine repairman to come tomorrow and collect our sewing machine to service it. So that's good. He'll be able to diagnose whether it's actually the machine for us. It needs a service. It has never been done the whole time we've had it, and I think we might have had it about 13 years, something like that. It's a second-hand one. And what else? I have found a course that I could possibly sign Izzy up to, so I sent an email to check if they take under 18s, because I don't know if they will do, and hopefully they do and I can book her on it. And now I'm gonna make coffee and edit. It's 7:15 in the evening and it's just me home. I must confess I'm not having a very balanced or healthy dinner. I'm having a tin of mushroom soup with yeast flakes in it, yum yum, and Mexicana chili infused cheddar slices, and the rest of the bread rolls that Izzy baked and didn't take for her packed lunch. I can't remember if I told you Izzy was baking rolls for her packed lunch last night. I tell you what, I don't know if I've got COVID brain back again or not, but it feels like it. So many times today I've spoken to the camera and I couldn't remember what I said afterwards. But anyway, I am gonna carry on editing once I've eaten that, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Could you please give it a like if you liked it? It really helps the channel to grow, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!